Welcome back to Invincible Within, the channel where we empower you with timeless Stoic principles to master your emotions, relationships, and inner strength. In today's video, we're diving into a topic that's as perplexing as it is fascinating: the complexities of understanding women's behavior in the world of dating. Have you ever felt like you're trying to decode a maze of mixed signals? One moment, she seems interested. Her glance lingers, her laughter comes easily. But the next, she's distant, even indifferent. This puzzling dynamic can leave many men second-guessing themselves, caught in a whirlwind of confusion and self-doubt. But here's the truth: often what appears to be disinterest is far from it. Behind her seemingly cold demeanor lies a deeper, more intricate psychology. In this video, we'll explore how embracing Stoic wisdom can be your compass, guiding you with calm confidence through these uncertain moments. You'll discover how to decode her subtle signals with clarity, uncover the psychology behind her actions, transform these insights into an opportunity to strengthen your sense of self and refine your approach to dating. So, if you're ready to bring wisdom and emotional mastery into your relationships, hit that subscribe button and join the journey of becoming invincible from within. Drop a comment below saying, "I'm deserve," to affirm your worth and commitment to growth. Make sure to watch until the very end. Each insight builds upon the last, leading you to a powerful understanding that can reshape not just your dating life, but your perspective on human connections. And if this video resonates with you, share it with someone who could use a little Stoic wisdom in their life. Now, let's unravel the mystery together. Lesson 1. Understanding mixed signals. Navigating mixed signals can feel like one of the most bewildering aspects of modern dating. How do you know if someone genuinely likes you, or if they're simply uninterested? This uncertainty can leave you questioning your perceptions and second-guessing your actions. One of the most common patterns men encounter is when women appear to feign disinterest, even when there are subtle signs to the contrary. This is where the principles of Stoicism become a powerful tool. By learning to distinguish your immediate emotional reactions from rational, clear-headed analysis, you equip yourself with the ability to see beyond surface-level behaviors. Stoicism teaches us that perception often holds more weight than reality itself, and by refining your perspective, you gain the clarity to interpret mixed signals effectively. Mixed signals often stem from a deeper psychological motivation. Women may project indifference for several reasons. 1. Testing boundaries. She might want to gauge how you respond under pressure, or whether you'll overact. This helps her assess your emotional maturity and self-control. 2. Assessing character. Subtleties or seemingly contradictory behaviors can reveal your true nature. Do you stay composed, or do you crumble at the first sign of resistance? 3. Self-protection. Vulnerability is difficult for anyone, and pretending not to care can serve as a defense mechanism to avoid rejection or emotional harm. Although these behaviors may seem frustrating, they're often not personal. Embracing Stoicism allows you to rise above the frustration and respond with calm, focused detachment. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but rather regulating them. Instead of reacting impulsively to what might seem like disinterest, you approach the situation with patience, understanding, and strength. By recognizing that her actions may not align with her true intentions, you free yourself from the cycle of overthinking. The Stoic mindset enables you to observe without judgment, rather than labeling her behavior as bad or manipulative. View it as an opportunity to deepen your understanding of human dynamics. Respond with clarity, focus on actions that reflect your values, rather than reacting to fleeting emotions. Maintain emotional resilience. Stay centered in who you are, knowing that your worth isn't dictated by external validation. When you approach mixed signals with this level of insight, you transform what could be a confusing experience into one that strengthens your inner foundation. Over time, this clarity not only improves your ability to navigate dating, but also enhances your understanding of human nature itself. Lesson 2. The art of subtle flirtation. When it comes to attraction, women are often maestros of subtlety. While men may lean toward being direct in expressing interest, women frequently communicate in ways that are more nuanced and indirect. This can include playful teasing, fleeting glances, or even moments of withdrawal when emotions begin to run deep. Why does this happen? Often subtle flirtation serves as a form of self-preservation. For many women, attraction involves an underlying risk. Exposing feelings too openly can lead to vulnerability or rejection. By expressing interest indirectly, they create a safe space to gauge whether their interest is reciprocated without putting themselves entirely at risk. Another layer to this dynamic is the subconscious need to test a potential partner's resilience. Women may want to see if a man can handle ambiguity or uncertainty without overacting. Can he remain grounded and patient in the face of subtle provocations? This is where Stoicism becomes your greatest ally. In Stoic philosophy, patience is not merely a passive virtue. It is an active strength. By practicing emotional regulation, you demonstrate a calm confidence that speaks volumes. Here's how Stoic principles apply. 1. Observe, don't react. When faced with playful teasing or sudden distance, resist the urge to overanalyze or respond impulsively. Instead, observe her behavior without judgment. 2. Stay centered. Emotional detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means staying anchored in your own values rather than being swayed by external fluctuations. 3. Embrace uncertainty. Understand that subtle flirtation is part of the dance of attraction. Accept the ambiguity as an opportunity to showcase your emotional composure. By remaining calm, steady, and perceptive, you project a sense of strength that she is likely seeking. You show her that you can handle the challenges she places before you. Not with frustration, but with grace. This level of emotional mastery is incredibly attractive because it signals stability and maturity, qualities that form the foundation of meaningful connections. Lesson 3. The role of vulnerability in testing boundaries. In the realm of dating, vulnerability can often feel like a double-edged sword. For many women, pretending not to like a man can serve as a defense mechanism, protecting them from potential rejection or preserving a sense of control in the delicate early stages of a relationship. This behavior, while seemingly aloof, often masks a deeper layer of emotional complexity. At its core, such actions may be a subconscious test, a way to see how you, as a man, respond to challenges and ambiguity. Can you remain grounded in your sense of self, or do you seek external validation at the first sign of distance? Stoicism offers a powerful perspective here. The only thing you truly control is your own behavior, not someone else's actions, feelings, or perceptions. Here's how to apply this wisdom in practice. 1. Resist the chase for validation. Her apparent aloofness might tempt you to seek reassurance by chasing after her approval. Instead, stand firm in your value. Stoicism teaches self-sufficiency. Your worth is not determined by external affirmation, but by your own inner strength. 2. Embrace tests as opportunities. See her actions not as games, but as opportunities to demonstrate your emotional resilience. Staying composed in the face of push and pull dynamics signals that you are secure in who you are. 3. Redefine success. Success in this context is not about winning her over, but about staying true to yourself. A man grounded in his values naturally projects confidence and stability, qualities that are universally appealing. The Stoic approach to these dynamics encourages a deep sense of independence. By maintaining your emotional equilibrium, you not only navigate the complexities of dating with poise, but also cultivate an unshakable inner foundation. This ability to remain calm and centered under pressure communicates far more than words ever could. It shows her and the world that you are a man who cannot be easily unsettled, a trait that many find irresistible. Lesson 4. Emotional distance as a way to gauge interest. When a woman acts distant, it's easy to assume she's uninterested. But in many cases, her emotional distance is a deliberate act, designed to observe how you handle ambiguity and uncertainty. This behavior often serves as a subtle yet effective way for her to evaluate your emotional resilience. Will you remain calm and self-assured, or will you crumble under the weight of her perceived indifference? In Stoic philosophy, your peace of mind should never depend on external circumstances. The actions of others, including fluctuating displays of interest, are beyond your control. What lies firmly within your control, however, is your response. By remaining composed and detached from the need for immediate validation, you demonstrate an inner strength that speaks louder than words. Here's how you can navigate emotional distance with Stoic wisdom. 1. Stay rooted in self-assurance. A woman's apparent aloofness is often a mirror, reflecting not her true feelings but her desire to see how you respond. By staying centered, you communicate that your confidence comes from within, not from external approval. To appreciate the test, instead of seeing her behavior as a source of frustration, view it as an opportunity to showcase your emotional stability. The ability to remain unshaken by her distance conveys strength and maturity. 3. Project calm confidence. When you don't chase after her attention or try to fix the situation, you exhibit a level of independence that is inherently attractive. Women are often drawn to men who exude composure, as it signals a capacity to handle life's challenges. This approach doesn't mean ignoring her or playing mind games in return. Instead, it's about maintaining your internal equilibrium regardless of her actions. Emotional distance is not a barrier but a bridge, a chance for her to observe your character under pressure. By passing this test, you naturally build intrigue and trust without even trying. Lesson 5. The power of not overreacting. Few things reveal a man's character more clearly than how he reacts under pressure. When a woman pretends not to like you, she might be watching to see whether you respond with anxiety and neediness or with calm and composure. This seemingly small test can reveal a great deal about your emotional maturity. Stoic principles guide us to master the art of non-reaction. The goal isn't to suppress your feelings, but to control how you express them. Here's why this is so powerful. 1. Non-reaction signals confidence. When you don't overact to her mixed signals, you demonstrate that your emotions are under your control, not hers. This projects confidence and stability, qualities that are universally appealing. 2. Emotional self-mastery is magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who remain composed in the face of challenges. By refusing to chase after her or let her indifference unsettle you, you communicate a sense of self-worth that is compelling. 3. Focus on what you can control. A central tenet of Stoicism is to focus on your own thoughts, actions, and emotions. Her behavior is beyond your influence, but your response to it is entirely within your power. By not taking her actions personally, you rise above the game of push and pull. When you practice the power of non-reaction, you exhibit traits that are deeply attractive: maturity, self-awareness, and emotional resilience. Instead of falling into the trap of seeking her attention or validation, you signal that you are secure in your own value. This creates a natural allure, as it positions you as a person who doesn't need to prove anything. Your actions and demeanor speak for themselves. Ultimately, non-reaction is not about ignoring her or withholding your own feelings. It's about responding with intention, showing her that you are a man who is in control of himself. This level of emotional mastery not only sets you apart but also builds the foundation for deeper, more meaningful connections. Lesson 6. Body language and subconscious cues. Words can be deceptive, but body language rarely lies. While a woman may verbally downplay her interest or even act disinterested, her nonverbal cues often reveal her true feelings. The subtle nuances of body language can communicate far more than spoken words, offering insight into her subconscious thoughts. Some key cues to observe include: 1. Prolonged eye contact. When a woman maintains eye contact, it's often a strong indicator of interest. Even fleeting but repeated glances can signal attraction, as the eyes are one of the most expressive channels of emotion. 2. Playful or accidental touches. A gentle brush of the hand or a light touch on the arm can be a way for her to test boundaries or establish a sense of closeness. 3. Mirroring movements. If she mimics your gestures, posture, or speech patterns, it's often a subconscious sign that she feels connected to you. This phenomenon, known as mirroring, indicates comfort and rapport. 4. Open versus closed posture. Open body language, such as uncrossed arms, leaning in slightly, or angling her body toward you, often signifies receptivity and interest. In the face of these cues, Stoicism teaches mindfulness, an awareness of the present moment free from emotional distortion. Instead of fixating on what she says, pay attention to how she behaves. Her body language can often paint a clearer picture of her feelings than her words might suggest. However, this requires a balanced approach. A thorough observe without assumption. Don't immediately jump to conclusions about her feelings based on 1 or 2 signals. Instead, look for patterns and consistency in her behavior. 10. Focus on what you can control. You can't dictate her feelings or actions, but you can control your response. If her body language seems inviting, remain composed and continue the interaction with poise. 10. Maintain emotional neutrality. By observing with curiosity rather than judgment, you create space for a more genuine connection to develop. Ultimately, paying attention to nonverbal cues is less about decoding her every move and more about staying attuned to the flow of the interaction. When you focus on the subtleties of her behavior, you not only gain deeper insight into her feelings but also sharpen your ability to remain present and engage, qualities that naturally enhance your connection. Lesson 7. Testing your confidence. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits a man can possess, and women often test it in subtle ways. Pretending to be indifferent is a common strategy, a way of gauging whether a man's self-assurance is genuine or merely a food. These tests are not meant to frustrate or undermine, but to uncover whether you can maintain your composure when faced with uncertainty. Here's why this is significant. Confidence under pressure. Anyone can appear confident when things are going smoothly. The real measure of confidence, however, is how you respond when faced with doubt, ambiguity, or challenge. Inner versus outer validation. Women often seek to determine whether your confidence is rooted internally, in your values and self-belief, or dependent on external factors like their approval. Genuine confidence is unshakable because it is self-sustained. This is where Stoicism offers invaluable guidance. A Stoic approach to confidence teaches you to derive your sense of self-worth from within rather than allowing it to be swayed by external perceptions. When faced with tests of indifference, you can navigate the situation with grace by adhering to the following principles. 1. Stay steadfast in your values. Confidence is not about arrogance or bravado. It's about having a clear understanding of who you are and what you stand for. When you remain true to your principles, you project an authenticity that commands respect. 2. Detach from outcomes. Whether or not she acknowledges your worth is irrelevant to your own self-perception. By detaching from the need for validation, you demonstrate emotional resilience and independence. 3. Respond with calm composure. If she pretends not to like you, resist the urge to seek reassurance or prove yourself. Your calm and unshaken demeanor will often say more about your confidence than words ever could. When a woman sees that her tests don't destabilize you, she instinctively recognizes your maturity and strength. This is not about playing games or outsmarting her. It's about embodying a level of self-mastery that naturally commands respect and admiration. By grounding your confidence in Stoic principles, you cultivate an aura of stability and authenticity that is deeply appealing. You become the kind of person who doesn't merely react to the world but responds to it with thoughtful intention. A quality that is as rare as it is irresistible. Lesson 8. Maintaining emotional equilibrium. Stoicism teaches the invaluable skill of emotional balance, remaining steady regardless of external circumstances. This principle becomes especially critical when navigating the unpredictable and often perplexing dynamics of dating. When a woman sends mixed signals, it's natural to feel a surge of emotions, confusion, frustration, or even self-doubt. But these moments are the perfect opportunity to exercise your Stoic training. Emotional equilibrium is not about suppressing your feelings or becoming detached in an unhealthy way. Rather, it's about developing the strength to remain composed and measured, no matter the situation. Here's why this matters. Their unshakable stability. Emotional highs and lows can make you appear volatile or overly reactive. By maintaining balance, you project an aura of reliability and control, qualities that women instinctively associate with maturity and strength. Resilience under pressure. When a woman sees that you can handle ambiguity or uncertainty without faltering, she recognizes your emotional fortitude, a rare and highly attractive trait. Achieving emotional equilibrium requires consistent practice of Stoic principles, such as 1. Detachment from external triggers. Recognize that her behavior, whether genuine or strategic, is beyond your control. What you can control is your reaction. This shift in focus frees you from being swayed by her apparent disinterest or mixed signals. 2. Centering yourself in reason. Instead of allowing emotions to dictate your actions, anchor yourself in rational thought. Ask yourself, what do I know for certain? What assumptions might I be making? This process helps you respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. 3. Graceful composure. Emotional balance doesn't mean indifference. It means engaging with authenticity and calmness. You're not ignoring her signals but choosing to interpret them with wisdom and perspective. By embodying emotional equilibrium, you demonstrate a level of self-control that few possess. This steadiness not only earns respect but also fosters a deeper sense of connection, as she sees that you're someone who can handle life and relationships with grace and maturity. Lesson 9. The psychology behind pretending. From a psychological perspective, a woman pretending not to like you often stems from her need to maintain a sense of control, particularly in the early stages of a relationship. This behavior isn't necessarily manipulative. Rather, it's a way for her to gauge your intentions, measure your character, and protect her own emotional vulnerability. Here are some key reasons why this behavior occurs. Maintaining leverage. By appearing disinterested, she places the ball in your court. This dynamic allows her to observe how you handle uncertainty and whether you'll remain composed or crumble under pressure. Testing authenticity. Pretending to be indifferent is often a subtle way of uncovering your true self. Are your actions driven by genuine interest, or are they reactive attempts to seek validation? Emotional self-preservation. Acting aloof also be a defense mechanism, especially if she's been hurt in the past. It allows her to establish emotional boundaries while she assesses whether you're someone she can trust. This is where Stoicism becomes your strongest ally. Instead of falling into the trap of trying to decode her intentions, focus on mastering your own responses. Consider these Stoic principles in practice. 1. Control the controllable. You cannot dictate her actions or feelings. What you can control is your demeanor, behavior, and adherence to your values. This shift in perspective ensures that you're not chasing after her approval but instead standing firm in your self-worth. 2. Avoid impulsive reactions. Reacting emotionally to her perceived indifference only reinforces the power dynamic she may be testing. Instead, respond with calmness and consistency, showing her that you're not easily rattled. 3. Stay true to your principles. Women are often drawn to men who exhibit self-assurance and authenticity. By staying grounded in your own values, you convey confidence and integrity, traits that are far more compelling than any overt display of charm or flattery. In essence, her behavior is less about you and more about her own needs for clarity and security. The way you respond to these moments speaks volumes about your character. By demonstrating the calm, composed self-assurance that Stoicism instills, you send a powerful message that you are a man who cannot be shaken by superficial tests, because your strength comes from within. Lesson 10. The attraction of restraint. One of the most overlooked yet profoundly powerful qualities a man can exhibit in the realm of dating is restraint. When a woman pretends not to like you, it's tempting to respond by doubling your efforts. Chasing her, convincing her of your worth, or seeking validation through increasingly desperate gestures. However, Stoicism teaches that genuine power lies in the ability to resist these emotional impulses. Restraint is not about ignoring her or playing games. It's about maintaining your composure and focusing on what you can control, your own actions and state of mind. By choosing not to chase, you communicate several compelling messages. They are self-directed. You demonstrate that your value is not dependent on her approval. A man who respects himself enough to refrain from pursuing naturally commands respect in return. Mystery and intrigue. Restraint creates an aura of mystery. When you don't react impulsively to her apparent disinterest, she's left wondering about your thoughts, feelings, and intentions. This sense of curiosity can be incredibly magnetic. Emotional mastery. Women are drawn to men who exhibit control over their emotions. By exercising restraint, you show that you're not ruled by fleeting feelings or external circumstances, but by your own inner strength. In practice, restraint means resisting the urge to convince her of your worth or prove your feelings through excessive actions. It's about allowing her the space to come to her own conclusions. Often, when you pull back, she begins to see you in a new light. Not as someone chasing her approval, but as someone confident enough to let things unfold naturally. This dynamic taps into a psychological phenomenon. When something feels less available or guaranteed, its perceived value increases. By not over-pursuing, you position yourself as a man of high value, someone she may begin to feel compelled to pursue instead. Lesson 11. The balance of pursuit and detachment, and navigating the fine line between expressing interest and maintaining detachment is one of the most nuanced aspects of dating. When a woman acts disinterested, the natural instinct may be to increase your pursuit. However, an intense chase often backfires, as it can make you appear overly eager or emotionally dependent. Stoicism offers a more balanced approach, the art of pursuing with intention while remaining detached from the outcome. Why is this balance so important? Clear signals of confidence, genuine interest, when paired with calm detachment, signals a deep-seated confidence. It tells her that while you're interested, you're not reliant on her validation for your sense of self-worth. Avoiding over-investment pursuing can quickly tip the scales, making her feel pressured or even disinterested. Maintaining detachment ensures that you don't invest in someone who may not reciprocate your feelings. Creating space for reciprocity. When you're not constantly chasing, you give her the opportunity to meet you halfway. This reciprocity fosters a sense of mutual interest and respect, rather than a one-sided dynamic. To master this balance, consider these Stoic strategies. 1. Focus on your values. Approach the relationship with a clear understanding of your principles and priorities. Pursue her because you genuinely like her, not because you feel a need to win her over or prove something to yourself. 2. Detach from outcomes, whether she reciprocates your interest or not. Remain emotionally grounded. Your happiness and peace of mind should never hinge on her response. This detachment not only protects you from disappointment, but also conveys a powerful sense of self-assurance. 3. Give without expectation. Show your interest through thoughtful, genuine gestures, but don't expect immediate or specific outcomes. This demonstrates that your actions are rooted in authenticity rather than a need for validation. Remember, less is often more in the realm of romantic interest. By showing that you are interested but not emotionally dependent, you project a sense of maturity and stability that naturally draws others in. This balance of pursuit and detachment is a testament to your emotional intelligence and self-awareness, qualities that are both rare and deeply attractive. Lesson 12. Embracing uncertainty. Dating, by its very nature, is a journey filled with unknowns. There are no guarantees, no clear-cut answers, and no foolproof strategies to decode another person's feelings or intentions. When a woman pretends not to like you, this ambiguity can magnify the natural doubts and insecurities we all experience. However, Stoicism teaches us that uncertainty is not something to fear or resist. Instead, it's something to accept and even embrace as an inevitable part of life, particularly in relationships. Uncertainty is not just a hurdle to overcome, it's an opportunity for growth. In the dating context, it forces you to confront your fears of rejection, your need for control, and your reliance on external validation. By learning to live with ambiguity, you cultivate resilience, patience, and inner peace, all hallmarks of a Stoic mindset. Many people make the mistake of trying to overanalyze every interaction, searching for hidden meanings in every word or gesture. This hyper-focus often leads to stress, frustration, and even self-sabotage. Instead, Stoicism encourages you to shift your perspective. 1. Accept what you cannot know. You don't need to figure out every detail of her behavior or motivations. Recognize that some things will always remain beyond your understanding, and that's okay. 2. Focus on the present. Worrying about the future or obsessing over unanswered questions pulls you out of the moment. By grounding yourself in the present, you not only enjoy the experience more but also show her that you're not consumed by doubt or anxiety. 3. Release the need for control. Trying to force clarity or certainty in a relationship can come across as needy or insecure. By letting go of this need, you project confidence and emotional stability, traits that are naturally attractive. In Stoic philosophy, uncertainty is not viewed as a weakness or a problem to solve but as a neutral condition of life. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's great thinkers, reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle is particularly relevant in dating. When a woman's actions leave you feeling unsure, remember that you cannot control her behavior, only your response to it. Instead of letting uncertainty destabilize you, Use it as a training ground for cultivating emotional discipline. The power of comfort with ambiguity. Women often find men who are comfortable with ambiguity to be especially appealing. Why? Because it demonstrates emotional maturity by not pressing for answers or clarity. You show that you're secure enough to let things unfold naturally. Self-reliance. You don't need her validation to feel confident or at peace. This independence signals high value and inner strength. A sense of adventure. Relationships thrive on spontaneity and discovery. By embracing the unknown, you keep the connection fresh and exciting. Practical steps for embracing uncertainty. 1. Reframe doubt as opportunity. When you feel unsure, remind yourself that this is a chance to practice resilience and patience. 2. Limit overthinking. When your mind starts spiraling with what-if scenarios, gently redirect your focus to what you can control, your own actions and thoughts. 3. Take things one step at a time. Instead of trying to predict or control the outcome of the relationship, focus on enjoying each moment as it comes. 4. Cultivate trust in yourself. Confidence in your ability to handle whatever happens reduces the need to eliminate uncertainty altogether. When you embrace uncertainty, you relieve yourself of the exhausting burden of trying to predict or control the future. This not only makes you more at peace with yourself, but also more enjoyable to be around. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude calm confidence, even in the face of ambiguity. By practicing the Stoic principle of acceptance, you demonstrate a rare quality that sets you apart from the crowd. Someone who can weather the unknown with grace and composure. Lesson 13. Embracing the Stoic mindset in dating. Dating can feel like an emotional roller coaster, with its highs, lows, and moments of uncertainty. When a woman pretends not to like you, it's easy to spiral into self-doubt, frustration, or even over-analysis. However, Stoicism provides a timeless framework to navigate these challenges with grace, composure, and clarity. By embracing a Stoic mindset, you gain the ability to rise above the turbulence of romantic pursuits and approach relationships with confidence, balance. At its core, Stoicism teaches us that external circumstances, including how others behave, should never dictate our inner peace. Your sense of self-worth must come from within, not from another person's validation or attention. This principle is especially powerful in dating, where emotional reactions often cloud judgment and lead to insecurity. Instead of being swayed by another's actions or mixed signals, Stoicism encourages you to focus on what truly matters. Your behavior, acting with integrity, patience, and self-control, regardless of external challenges. And your mindset, cultivating emotional stability and resisting the urge to chase validation or approval. Your values, remaining true to yourself and what you stand for, even when others try to test or provoke you. By practicing the Stoic virtues of patience, wisdom, and emotional control, you elevate yourself above the noise and distractions of modern dating. When a woman appears indifferent or sends mixed signals, these virtues empower you to 1. Stay grounded rather than reacting emotionally. You maintain a calm and steady demeanor, signaling confidence and maturity. 2. Seek understanding, not control. Recognize that her behavior may reflect her own fears or insecurities rather than a lack of interest. 3. Value self-respect over validation. Avoid the trap of over-pursuing or compromising your dignity to win someone over. Women are naturally drawn to men who possess this type of inner strength. It's not just about impressing them. It's about embodying the qualities of a leader, a protector, and a partner who can weather life's storms with resilience. Every pretense or test in dating can be reframed as an opportunity to practice your Stoic mindset. When you see through the superficial layers of her behavior, you can recognize her true feelings and intentions without getting lost in emotional reactions. This not only helps you navigate dating with greater insight, but also transforms you into a man of depth and character. Stoicism teaches that the ups and downs of relationships are not obstacles, but tools for self-improvement. Each interaction, whether it leads to success or failure, is a chance to refine your ability to remain composed, patient, and self-assured. Ultimately, the real goal in dating isn't just to win someone's affection. It's to become the best version of yourself. By mastering emotional balance, exercising patience, and maintaining self-control, you project a sense of confidence that is magnetic. Women are drawn to men who are not swayed by fleeting emotions or external validation, because such men exude stability and strength. Stoicism reminds you that true happiness and confidence come from within. By focusing on personal growth and living in alignment with your values, you naturally attract the respect and interest of others. Understanding when a woman is pretending not to like you may feel like deciphering a complex game, but Stoicism allows you to rise above the confusion. Instead of getting entangled in emotional reactions or overanalyzing her every move, you stay calm, composed, and focused on what truly matters: your own behavior and mindset. In the end, relationships aren't about control or winning. They're about connection and authenticity. By embodying the principles of Stoicism, you not only navigate the dating world with greater ease, but also cultivate the qualities that make you a truly desirable partner. When you master this art, you'll find that the key to understanding mixed signals isn't about decoding her actions. It's about unlocking your own potential. If you found value in this journey toward becoming the best version of yourself, don't stop here. Subscribe to Invincible Within for more insights on mastering relationships and personal growth. Drop a comment below with "I deserve" to affirm your worth. Like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Together, let's build a community of men who are grounded, confident, and truly invincible.